With Wuthering Waves releasing its new Depths of Illusive Realm event, I'm going to be telling you guys how to beat it really fast, give you the complete guide into bite-sized information. That way you guys don't have to think that much and can just have fun. Hi, my name is AJ, and let's go over the complete Depths of Illusive Realm guide. Let's address the new feature that they've added to Depths of Illusive Realm. Before you start every game, you can pick your character, obviously, but now they have something called Mimic Tuning. Now, essentially, this is just some extra buffs and it increases your drop rate, but I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys. I really did not pay attention to the system, nor did I care too much about the system. I kind of found it irrelevant. I kind of just slapped, like, even the lower ones, the B tier ones that they give you right at the start. Even when I got towards the end, I didn't really care to read more, and honestly, it didn't affect my gameplay too much. You guys can look through, see which ones you like, pick some positives, some negatives. It increases your drop rate or decreases it depending on how many positives you choose, how many negative ones you choose. Just look over, have fun with it, pick whatever, but honestly, it's not going to affect gameplay too much. Next, guys, let's talk about which echo buff you should choose. Now, I tested every single echo buff on the last stage when Scar was at his toughest. Yeah, Scar is the final fight for this Depths of Illusive Realm if you get there. And the best one to honestly use, especially if you're using Jinhsi or you're using the free Jinhsi that they allow you to, is Inferno Rider. I've tested all of them. Bellborn is a good defensive option, but honestly, the damage output towards the end isn't great. Memphis and the other ones with the skill and liberation buffs, they were all right. They weren't that great. Plus, towards the middle of this video, I'm going to tell you guys what universal buffs you should grab, as well as the ones for your path. But Inferno Rider is the one you guys want to choose, as this echo buff was just dealing out so much damage that you were nuking. I'm telling you guys right now, if you take the trial Jinhsi or your Jinhsi that's built, right, you pair it with Inferno Rider, it feels like you're playing the new Depths of Illusive Realm on easy mode. Next, let's go over the resonator buffs and why you really want to play with Jinhsi. Now, after the first buff, it doesn't really matter which ones you choose, because a lot of them are just good options that boost your overall damage or cooldowns or skill damage in general. But the first buff, whenever you start Illusive Realm, this is important, and I mean this. Every time you go in and you play Illusive Realm or you go through a stage, you want to choose Celestial Walker. Why do you want to choose Celestial Walker? Long story short, basically, whenever you dodge with Celestial Walker, you do a perfect dodge, you know, where you slow down time. Successfully dodging restores your forte gauge, and the best benefit of this is the fact that it completely slows down time for a couple seconds. It's pretty much freezing time, and it's allowing you, when you perfect dodge, to get a full combo and rotation off with Jinhsi. That means you can go skill 4 auto skill, skill 4 auto skill, and do all that before the enemy can get back on track. There's a slight cooldown for about, I think it's like 5 seconds or so. You can redo it again and repeat that same entire process. I'll show you guys a clip real quick, and then we'll move on to the next part. For what teammates you're going to want alongside Jinhsi or the child Jinhsi, I always say the number one option, just go with Verena, as because the healing is nice just in case you do mess up, as enemies, the higher you go, will hit harder. But also, Verena's healing will, plus with the buffs you will have, will give you shielding, and you will just be able to clear everything with a clear conscience. That way, if you're getting low, you won't ever be worried about dying or anything like that, because you can just constantly keep tapping whatever direction on the D-pad, or if you're playing on M and key, whatever button it is, to get Verena's healing, and you'll be good. For the other teammate that you can acquire, I just say always go with the Inferno Rider's path. So whether it's Dawn, Jin, or Mortifi, or whoever you guys see that has the fusion element as a third slot teammate, normally I don't even use them that much, and you don't really even need to use them. You just need Verena for the healing, and the other spot is just for your path, your Echo's path. Just to get 3 points into it, so that way you can max out the path much faster. Now let's talk about the path buffs for a second, as obviously it's simple enough. You want to stack as much Inferno Rider fire buffs as you can to increase the damage, to unlock more, the tier 1, the tier 2, the tier 3, the tier 4 cards, obviously for Inferno Rider, that way you just get more damage. But the one buff that you want aside from your path, and this is the most universal buff that you want to grab immediately when you see it if you're using Jinhsi is Dusty Book. Dusty Book's description says resonance liberation available to recast once after being casted. Now, what does that essentially mean? That means that when you use ult on Jinhsi, when you press the ult button and you see her big animation, she gets to redo it again. Now, I can go over all the other ones, but essentially, guys, if you don't have any Inferno buffs, right, or let's say you maxed out the path, you want to go for the Lightning or the Tempest buffs secondary, because all they're going to do is they're going to give you increased liberation, increased skill damage, increased ult damage, increased cooldown on your skills and ults, just to keep it simple enough. You guys will see them, and just stack those. So essentially, when you complete your Inferno Riders buffs, just stack as many of the Tempest buffs, because they have to do with your Resonance Liberation and your Resonance skill damage. But the most important one is Dusty Book, guys. Please grab this one right away. The same thing goes for the transaction items that you can get from the dude in the Illusive Realm. When you go to buy items, just buy the ones for your main path for Inferno Rider. If you see any of the Tempest / Lightning ones to buff your skill, cooldown, or ultimate, go ahead and grab those lightning ones. One thing I do want to say about the items, and the footage got corrupted, so I apologize, guys, that I couldn't re-record it or redo it. I'm a little bit busy right now and down on time. Is if you're overfilled with the transaction credits towards the end, and you can buy the entire, let's say, all the things the dude is selling, then go ahead and just buy it, because you're gonna earn more and more credits as you're progressing through the stages. So if you can buy out the entire whatever that dude's selling, even if it's not part of your buffs and you've already filled out the Inferno Rider path and you've gotten plenty of the lightning ones, then take all the buffs, you know what I mean? Just keep stacking it up until you get to the end to where you're fighting Scar, and then you're just full of these buffs and you're ready to knock him out. The last two things I want to go over, and are probably the most important two things that I want to go over, are, let's say you keep failing or you keep dying, or you died right here once or twice, right? Then don't worry, it's not the end of the world, as there is something that will help you in the depths of Illusive Realm, and that is the upgrade system. The upgrade system is back. I do believe they added a few more knots to it, or a few more just little links, or they might have just changed the way it is. But basically, these little links that you can go in and upgrade after every attempt basically increase your damage, your health, and your cooldowns. So make sure you upgrade these, and it'll just be even a more fun time just going through and clearing everything else. And the last and most important thing is, guys, when you're clearing these, not only are you getting Astrite from clearing all these, you're getting premium stuff from the store, guys. There's more Astrite. I did buy some of it, that's why it's not recorded, but you can get a lot of Astrite from here, Echo materials, Echo level up materials. Make sure that when you're going through and you're playing this Illusive Realm, that not only do you finish everything and collect as much rewards as you can, make sure to have fun, but make sure to get all the store rewards, as these are important for anybody's accounts. That's it for this video, guys. Hopefully this was a simple guide that was easy to explain, that didn't waste your time, and it helps you clear the new Illusive Realm. Have fun, enjoy the content. My name is AJ. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all next time, guys. Peace.